Manny Machado isn't going anywhere. The Padres and Manny Machado are finalizing an extension that will keep him in San Diego through the 2033 season, when he will turn 41 years old. This comes more than a week after the rumor that came out in regards to a deadline that Machado's camp had set for contract negotiations. But that turned out to be a figment of the imagination, as Machado and the Padres quietly worked on a new contract to keep Machado in San Diego for the rest of his career. This comes as no surprise, especially considering that whenever he was asked about the question, Machado would reiterate how much he enjoyed playing in San Diego and his desire to bring a title to the city above all else. Sure, you hear this line used by a lot of big-ticket players who are looking to use their impending free agency as leverage for earning more money, but in the case of Manny Machado, that was a looming opt-out at the end of 2023. He already had stated to the press that he would be in fact walking away from the 5 years and $150 million remaining on the contract in favor of testing the free agency waters. The new contract that Machado and the Padres agreed to is for 11 years and will pay him $350 million. That's an average AAV of $31.8 a year. The contract includes 2023, so he will make almost $2 million more this year than he was originally supposed to. With the contract negotiations in the rearview mirror now, what does this mean for the San Diego Padres? Now that they have tacked on an additional 5 years of new money, paying Machado $34 million a year, does this constrain the payroll and hinder San Diego's chances of signing big-ticket free agents? I'd say hold your fire.
Not so fast, Red.
What does this mean for the Padres' chances of signing Juan Soto past the 2024 season when he hits the free agent market for the first time? He will command an absurd amount of money, even if he's unable to rebound and put up a season in 2023 that resembles the Juan Soto of the Nationals. He's a Scott Boras client, so he will be adamant about reaching free agency, where the competition will be extremely fierce. But let's not forget, the Padres have shocked the baseball world many times over the last few years. Remember when they signed Fernando Tatis Jr. to a 14-year contract before he had even played in a full MLB season? Yeah, that wasn't something that any of us expected of San Diego, but they did it. Remember when they also traded several of their top prospects in order to acquire Juan Soto from the Nationals? Once again, this deviated from our expectations of what San Diego was capable of. The last 6 months, in particular, though, have been something of a fever dream. The Padres, when they signed Xander Bogaerts, turned a lot of heads. Where's Tatis Jr. going to play? Is Bogaerts changing positions? Bogaerts was announced with the Padres as their starting shortstop, and then people started to wonder if this signing was Machado insurance. We know that to be false now that Machado is locked up for another 11 years, but San Diego has had transaction after transaction that has felt like a statement to the other 29 ball clubs. Even though the Padres aren't considered a big market team, they are willing to do whatever it takes to win a championship. The second question we have to ask ourselves is in regards to baseball's two-way phenom. Will the Padres still be able to pursue Shohei Ohtani? While Ohtani will command a contract that will probably shatter records in terms of average AAV and overall contract amount, I think that the Padres have shown us that there really isn't a spending limit. However, if the Padres can pull off an Ohtani deal, I don't think that they will be able to retain Soto. Ohtani is a free agent after 2023, and Soto hits the open market a year after. So the Padres would be able to have one full season with both of them, giving them probably their best chance of winning a World Series to date. With contracts like Machado, Tatis, Soto, and Ohtani, that total would be approaching $1.5 billion or more. Having 4 players with contracts all well over $300 million, with Ohtani's probably approaching $500 million, you're looking at an unsustainable payroll. In the short term, the Padres could absolutely decimate their competition, obviously. But trying to build a franchise with such a limited remaining payroll would be unquestionably difficult. The last but probably most important ripple effect of Machado's new deal is not related to the Padres at all. What does this contract mean to the remaining third basemen that are set to be free agents at the end of the 2023 season? When looking at the free agent class, it's extremely underwhelming. Josh Donaldson, Evan Longoria, Matt Chapman, Justin Turner, Eduardo Escobar, and a handful of others. The name that stands out the most from this group is Matt Chapman, an elite defender, one of the game's best, and a solid offensive player as well. Last year, he had a 15% better than league average OPS plus, and hit 27 homers to pair with his great defensive capabilities. With Matt Chapman the best available option amongst other third basemen, he could command a much higher value contract than he otherwise could have in a universe where Machado is also available. Realistically, even with Machado available, this free agent class is weak. If a team is in need of a third baseman, you'll need to acquire it via trade or look to your in-house options because otherwise, there are not a lot of viable options. Eduardo Escobar and Justin Turner are solid, but no team is going to build around either of those players. With that being said, let me know your thoughts about Manny Machado's new contract with the Padres and how you feel this will affect the rest of the league. Make sure to leave a like and consider subscribing if you guys enjoyed. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.